All right, y'all, here is a review video on your assignment called What You Learned Before. It's on page 1 of your textbook. Problem 1 I already have done right here. We're combining like terms. So 9 marbles minus 7 marbles is 2 marbles. And then we have this other 2 that's being added. So we've got a total of 4 marbles. M I just decided was marbles, and that's the way it helps me to think about it. All right, number 2 says 3g minus 9 plus 11g minus 21. So we're looking at 2 different kinds of terms here. 2 g terms combine to be 14g, and then the number terms, this minus 9 and this minus 21, end up as combining to be negative 30 or minus 30. So it stays like this because g terms are different than just number terms. So that's the answer for number 2. Number 3. The problem for number 3 is a distributive property problem. 6 times the quantity 3 minus y. And we've got 6 being multiplied to 3 and 6 being multiplied to negative y. So 6 times 3 is 18, and 6 times negative y is negative 6y. So you could say this is negative 1y, and 6 times negative 1 is negative 6, and we're talking about y's, so it's negative 6y. And you leave your answer like this because number terms are different than variable terms. This is a number term, and this is the negative 6y term, so we leave it like that. Number 4, the problem says 12 times the quantity a minus 4. So make sure that your a's look like an a and not a 9. So we're going to multiply 12 times a and get 12a, because 12 times 1a is 12 a's. And then we multiply 12 times negative 4 and get negative 48. And that is the answer for that. Number 5. And so when we are doing the order of operations in this type of a problem, we have to multiply the 7 through and then add the 22.5. So we're going to leave this 22.5 here, and then we are going to put a plus sign because positive 7 times n is positive 7n. Positive 7 times negative 3.4. I did positive 7 times negative 3.4, and I got negative 23.8. So check my math on that, but I multiplied 7 times 3.4 up here. And there we go. Now we've got this decimal number term and this decimal number term, and we are combining those because 7n is going to be different than the number terms combined. So we're going to stack up 22.5 and negative 23.8 and do the math for that. All right, so I have combined negative 23.8 and 22.5 right here. I had to subtract them because the signs are different, and you take the sign of the higher number. So we got negative 1.3, and then this 7n is positive, so there we go with that answer. Number 6 says 15k plus 8 times the quantity 11 minus k. So again, we're going to do the distributive property and go 8 times 11, 8 times negative k, and this 15k will be combined or added in at the end. So I know that positive 8 times positive 11 is positive 88, and positive 8 times negative k is negative 8k, because there's this negative 1 right here. And if we go 8 times negative 1, we get negative 8, but we're talking about k's, and so positive 8 times negative 1k is negative 8k. So in this problem, we have to combine like terms where we have of 15k and a negative 8k, and I can do that one in my head because I know that 15 kangaroos minus 8 kangaroos is 7 kangaroos. And then my 88 stays here because it is not representing kangaroos. It is just a number term, and the variable term 7k is separate from the 88 number term, and it's being added, or it's a positive, and we write it like that. Okay, number 7. Problem 7 is negative 5 plus negative 2 in parentheses. And so the way I think about this is I have 5 negatives. Here, I'll write them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I add to that 2 negatives. 1, 2. And so together I have 7 negatives. Now you don't have to write that out. If you just know it, then just write the answer. That's fine. Number 8. Number 8, the problem is 0 plus negative 13. And I know that's negative 13 because you add anything to 0 and you get the same, or you get this. Number 9. Number 9, the problem is negative 6 plus 14. And the way I think about this is negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then positive 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And when I picture this in my brain, I am picturing how these cancel out to be 0 because a negative 1 and a positive 1 is 0. And so each of these pairs, inverse pairs they call them sometimes, but all of these cancel out to be 0. And so we have left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, and they're all positive, so positive 8 is my answer. Now, some of you guys go along a number line, and that is awesome too. Last problem, number 10, 19 minus negative 13. And when I see this symbol right here, I know that when you subtract a negative, you're actually adding because you add the opposite. And some of you guys go like this. That's fine. So we have 19 plus 13, and our answer is 32. There we go.